Hey, what's up, you guys? It is the Tiger Master 360XC with a new video. What's up? Remember to hit that notification bell because we're posting every single day until we get 1K. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Go ahead and share it with people. Spread the word so we can build a tiger ambush to 1K. If you don't know what a tiger ambush is, just like how you have a lion pride, there's a tiger ambush. So we're trying to grow that to 1K by posting every single weekday. Want to go ahead and commission me, go ahead and DM me on Instagram at thetigermaster360XC or on Twitter at thetigermaster. Ooh, that was a weird tongue twister. This drawing is Ninja Noonie. Noonie is my nickname. Originally, I was just drawing a character that was inspired by Naruto, and I was just like sketching it, and then I was just gonna ink it, and I was like, ooh, let me color it, and then I was like, ooh, let me add some more details, and then I was like, ooh, let me add an animation. Animation is actually on my Instagram. I might include the animation in this video. But I just went ahead and made a whole bunch of details. I was like cell shading. I was like, I might actually cell shade like this more because it's actually super cool and very fun. So I might do that. But if you want to go ahead and purchase this as a shirt, it's available on my Etsy, etsy.com/thetigermaster. I also have this as iPhone cases, Samsung cases. There's a glitter iPhone case also for this drawing that's available on my Etsy. And I'm probably going to be adding more stuff to my Etsy. I add stuff to my Etsy every single week. So stay tuned and keep watching it to see what's on there that I might add new. And then also if you want to go ahead and color this page because I love fan art. Please do fan art of my stuff. Please do fan art. Tag me in it, mention me in it, and I just want to see it. So I have a coloring page of this. It's available on Patreon, patreon.com/thetigermaster. It's for my $1 tiers and up. So go ahead and become a patron today, right now. So you can go ahead and color this page. I'm going ahead and posting the top 4 drawings that I love on my Instagram, in my Instagram post. All the drawings that I get, I'm going to be posting in stories. And then all the top 4 posts is going to be also posted on my Twitter. So stay tuned for that. Please send me your stuff. Please. I love fan art. I think it's super cool to see other people's renditions. So I really want to see how you guys color this page. But let's get to the topic. I want to talk about Black representation when it comes to the arts as like content creators. But first I want to go ahead and talk about Disney and how they are putting in all these different Black characters to kind of like draw Black people a bone. And in general, I mean, like, they're kind of drawing minorities a bone because instead of making new characters, they're just remaking characters that have already been done. Like, there's something that I read somewhere in the comments. I think it was under like the Mulan. It was under the Mulan trailer. Someone had said that Walt Disney requested that his movies be like remade every couple of years. So I guess that's what's going on. And when I was watching the Mulan trailer, I was like, this isn't even, it seems so dead. Like, I understand that they're trying to make movies a lot more realistic and kind of taking a different turn. And it seems like the Mulan movie isn't going to quite be the same as the animation. But that's the thing. Like, how come if the Mulan movie doesn't seem like it's going to be the same as the animation? Now, how come the Lion King movie was literally just trying to copy the animation itself? That's why it flopped. I didn't even go watch it because I knew that it was probably not going to be that good. Because whenever they try to make movies based off of another movie that's already been done, and they're trying to like copy it verbatim and trying to create that magic again or whatever, it usually don't work. And when I was watching like the different clips for the movie to see like, okay, maybe I might like go watch it on like Google Movies or something. And then I was like listening to the clips and I was like, oh my gosh, where is the passion? Where's the passion? And I'm gonna be honest with you, Scar's voice being different actor, like the actor for Scar is not the right actor. It's not the right actor. The actor they got did not have the sinisterness that Scar had. Like, Scar is such a classic character. He is such a classic villain voice that it's like if you don't have someone that's experienced with making very villainy voices, then it's just not gonna work. It's just not gonna work. And the thing about it, it's like, how much does it matter? This is my thing. How much does it matter to have characters that aren't even human be voice acted by black people? This is the thing. This is the thing, black people. I don't understand why we seem so desperate for representation like this. And the fact that it, to me, to be frank with you, with all the different issues that are going on, I feel like fighting for representations in movies where you're not even going to see the real characters. I mean, like, it's lions. Everyone knows lions are in Africa. Do you really need to have black actors, especially actors that don't really have the voice to fit the characters that well? And in addition, why did they, if they were going to do that, why did they make the movie like verbatim pretty much as the original? They should have went with a little different spin like all the other Disney remake movies they've done. Why, when we get a movie, it has to be verbatim like that? It just doesn't work. So my thing is that I feel like Disney throws bones at minorities to kind of like make them feel as though the issues that are going on aren't that serious, because it's like if someone's like, oh well, I don't get enough attention at work, like I struggle to get jobs, or I go to bad schools because that's just the neighborhoods I live in, or there's like drugs everywhere, or like, you know, etc. I have like broken homes, and then someone's like, oh well, you know, America's got it so much better. We have the Black Panther. We got the Black Panther now. What are you complaining about? You know, people like that. We got Wakanda, you know, stuff like that. Like, we got Wakanda, which is a fictional place. Well, I mean, think about Timbuktu, you know, some ancient civilizations in Africa, the Mali Empire, the Songhai Empire, you know. Mansa Musa, he was literally like one of the first people to go sail to America. Did you know that? You know that it wasn't Columbus? I mean, people say Columbus discovered America, when you could just think about it. Who were the natives in America? You remember those Native Americans? How did Columbus discover America if there was already people there? What? But I digress. My point is that I think it's okay to have movies with black representation. Like, they got Halle Bailey as a Little Mermaid, a whole fictional character, a whole fictional thing. It's not even like we got another Disney movie, a Disney Black Princess movie. We gotta get like these fictional characters where you don't even see us as lions, or we gotta be a mermaid. And in my opinion, I think the biggest argument for why The Little Mermaid is black is because The Little Mermaid was originally set in Jamaica or the Caribbean, the Caribbean area. But I feel like the story of The Little Mermaid, when you think about it, doesn't even, like, the environment of The Little Mermaid doesn't even match the actual Caribbean. But in the end, you know that the Little Mermaid herself in the movie, like in the cartoon movie, was from the Caribbean. So I guess it would make sense to have a melanated character play the Little Mermaid. But in that same respect, I only feel like that's going to be appropriate if the movie is different from the Little Mermaid cartoon. If it's a completely different movie than from the Little Mermaid cartoon, and we're just recreating stuff, then go ahead, make a black character. It's a mermaid, it don't matter. My ultimate point is that don't get so hung up. I feel like black people get so hung up whenever we get a little bitty teensy weensy thing. And I think that really shows how beat down of a community we are, where we have to like hold on to these little specks, these little trinkets we get here and there, and we completely forget the actual issue at hand. We forget the issue at hand. You guys, we're not equal. We're not equal in this country. We're still not equal. Who is equal to the whites in this country? Who has equal amounts of income? It's definitely not us, you guys. And I think minorities need to be aware of that, because they might be drawing a little Mulan movie for the Asians out there, and so now the Asians gonna feel like they have representation and they forget all the issues that's going on in America. I feel like a lot of these things, whenever we're throwing bones like this from big companies like Disney, we forget the actual issues going on right now. We forget the actual issues going on right now. We forget that there is a whole bunch of violence in the streets. We got cops on us every day. We be getting microaggressions whenever we walking in stores. We still don't have equal schools. We still don't get school books that are updated. We still struggle to pay our bills. We still live in low-income neighborhoods. And, someone might say, well, just go ahead and get a job and work. Well, guess what? Blacks are the first, we're the last hired, first fired. I think we need to be focusing, if anything, instead of discussing what the heck type of Disney movie and blowing up Beyonce for being a lioness, my mistake, for being a lioness in a movie, instead of blowing up Halle Bailey and arguing whether or not Halle Bailey should play the role of a fictional mermaid. Oh my gosh, I don't even feel like there should be an argument at all about who the heck acts as a mermaid. It doesn't matter. As long as the movie's not the same as the cartoon, it's a mermaid. We don't know what a mermaid looks like. A mermaid could be blue, for all we know. A mermaid could be blue. You see, it's never, no one talks about race until some whites who claim that they don't see color bring up race. Now all of a sudden, we have to look at Halle Bailey playing a mermaid, for Pete's sake. And now we got blacks arguing down for Halle Bailey. If we got this much energy about all the different social issues, all the wars going on, all the famines going on around the world, the pollution going on in the world, the just right on America, we got Trump doing some crazy stuff, it's like etc. Like, a freaking government is toxic, our food is toxic and polluted, our waters are polluted, like our air is polluted. We got violence every single day. We getting shot up. It's like there's so many issues going on. This is why I'm talking about this. I just feel like there's nothing wrong with us having a Disney movie with minorities in it. It's just that when blacks get a movie, now all of a sudden, stop the presses, you guys. We gotta share this movie like crazy. Forget all the other crazy stuff that's going on. I mean, like, geez, if we got so much attention for all the missing black women that are out there, if we got this much attention that the Lion King movie got, that Halle Bailey got, Queen Latifah got, from being an octopus lady that I don't even know her name for whatever. I cannot remember her name. Is it Ursula? But anyway, if we got this much energy, this is my thing. If we had this much energy for all these for all these fictional characters, for all the actual real life issues we're having in America right now, for blacks right now, then maybe we would have changes. Maybe we would be higher up than we actually are. Maybe we would have tons of black-centered movies, black cartoon movies, if we would have actually focused our energy on the actual issues instead of focusing our energy on trying to get little bones. I mean, of course Disney is going to make a movie with Asians in it. Of course Disney's going to make a movie with blacks in it. I think Disney had made a movie based in Mexico, and they didn't even give credit or no money or nothing to the Mexicans that they had based that movie upon. It was a Pixar movie. I cannot remember the name. You guys know what I'm talking about. If we had all that amounts of energy. Like just think about it. If we had that much energy, so many issues would be fixed by now. But of course, like I was saying, of course Disney's going to make movies with minorities in it because they need to get the minority crowd. What people don't understand, it's not because Disney loves minorities. You know, next there's going to be a Pocahontas movie, and there's going to be the Native Americans who are out there just barely surviving on reservations. Oh my gosh. Next we're going to have a Pocahontas movie, and it's going to be, might have a Native American actress playing Pocahontas. Now all the Native Americans on the reservations are going to be like, oh my gosh, yay! Not realizing that a lot of those reservations are over there below poverty. If you think the projects were bad in the black community, go to some Native American reservations. Just like, there's some Native American reservations that don't even have water. They don't even have water. And they're like, they're basically drinking themselves to death because of how stressed out they are, that people just stole their land and are actually proud of stealing their land. And could you imagine going, like, I almost want to say, like, could you imagine being a Native American, going to school and learning about American history and learning about everything that the colonizers did to their land and how they killed their people, took their land, took all their resources, put them on a trail of tears, basically pushed them all the way to the far reaches of the Americas, put them on reservations, got them barely surviving on the cusp of life and death. And you gotta learn that in school. It's like the same thing with African Americans. Could you imagine being black and being literally stripped of their cultures, being ripped away from their families, being brought to a country they never known, whipped to near death? No, first of all, you're on slave ships like sardines, living in other people's feces, other people's blood, dead bodies all around. Be thrown into this new country, don't know anything about the place, and being forced to slave labor, and then eventually, centuries later, get freed from slavery, get put into sharecropping, just basically slavery. Being told a lie, like, hey, okay, if you work as a slave cropper, what is it? It's a sharecropper, then you can make some money, which is a lie. They still worked as slaves, basically. Eventually get a little something, like Black Wall Street, that get burnt down, blown up. Then eventually you got the civil rights movement. All your civil rights leaders get shot up, assassinated, smothered by pillows. I mean, geez. And then eventually down the line, you know, you got to the 1970s. We're gonna try and move into white neighborhoods, getting told the N-word, getting thrown rocks at us. Eventually down the line, you might make a little money, become that little minority with some money. So the minority of minorities. It just keeps going. And then one day we get this biracial president. Everyone wants to say black. He's biracial. He's not black. He's not black. Okay? He's biracial. He's biracial, you guys. He's biracial. Okay? He's biracial. We didn't even get a black person. You got a biracial president. Okay? You get thrown that bone. Now everything in America is fine when you still don't have no reparations. Native Americans, you have no reparations. You have no reparations. Well, where's the reparations for you being put in reservations? Black people, you have no restorations. Oh my gosh, for all that. You still living in projects. You still living in rundown neighborhoods. Native American, not Native American, Hispanics. Y'all are literally taken of your land, taken from Texas, New Mexico, California. You're still stuck. You literally got your land taken. You're Mexicans. And now you're getting thrown into detention camps when you literally lived on that land for years, generations upon generations. Chinese and Japanese, literally put into concentration camps during World Wars, and then the Chinese were put into like freaking labor Where's the restorations? I just want you guys to remember that just because you got a Disney movie, just because you guys get a Disney movie with someone that kind of looks like you, does not mean that these issues are gone and that everything's okay. Okay? Alright, bye-bye. I mean, look at Eclipse. I don't know how many of you guys have Eclipse, but just look at it. I know that you can change between the dark and the white, whatever the heck, pretty much black and white. I don't care if it calls dark and light mode. No, it's black and freaking white. Okay? And both of them